Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Jenny Cohen. Welcome to our weekly wellness sessions. As most of you know, I've been off the map the last couple of weeks. We moved into a new house. Things, as usual, have been super crazy. We needed a new roof. They fixed the roof. That caused another problem that had to be fixed. Anyway, there has been a lot. And so what I found I was having to do in order to just maintain my sanity is really kind of pare down on the things that didn't absolutely have to happen. And so today I wanted to talk about exactly that, especially as the weather is changing. It's very chilly here this morning. Summer is turning into autumn, at least up here in the Northeast coast. I know a lot of you watching from Texas, it's still pretty hot, although I heard you had a pretty good weather day the other day. But autumn in Chinese medicine is associated with the element of metal. It's associated with lung qi. Metal element, when it is in balance, is associated with the sense of refinement and paring down. And we talked a lot about lung qi a few months ago when COVID really hit, because lung qi is also associated with your wei qi field, which is your immune system. And we worked a lot with our lung qi to try to boost our immune system. And so I wanted to kind of combine and do a little bit of both today. Before we really get into it though, let's just do a little warm up to get the blood pumping, get our energy flowing, and open up the meridians, okay? Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of you who are already here. Welcome, Matt, welcome. Okay, so let's stand up. We're gonna do some total body tapping with the palm of one hand, starting with the other arm. Let's go down and up, down and up, down and up. Good. And then get your shoulder and the chest, and to the other arm. Good. And now get your shoulder and your chest. Good. Let's get the sideways. And the belly. Awesome. Let's move around to the back and get the kidneys. Try to get it with the back of your fist if you can, instead of the side of your fist. Good. Then we'll move down to the butt. And around the hips to the front. Awesome. Now we're going to go and do the legs. So remember, I'm going to get the front, the back, and the sides, and just try to follow along with me. I'm going to balance on one leg if I can. You feel free to bend down or put your leg up on a chair to do this, okay? So we're going to tap down the front of the leg, up the back, down the sides. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go up the front, down the back, and up the sides. And be sure to get your ankles when you get down to the end. There's a lot of important points around the ankles. Let's do the other leg. Down, up, down, up the front, down the back, and up the sides. Good. And then just a couple more taps anywhere you feel like you need them. Awesome. That's good. So, as I was saying, I have had a lot going on recently. Who here has had a lot going on? Raise your hands, right? I think it's a really busy, kind of chaotic time for all of us. And I know, because this has happened to me over and over and over again in the past, that when life gets chaotic, if I don't keep up with my self-care routine and my rituals, because I don't think I have time for them and I need to spend the time doing other things, then pretty quickly things fall apart. So here, when everything was going on crazy with the roof, and we knew we were going to have to do room on the bathrooms and the plumbing and some ceiling stuff, I said, okay, I'm not working yet. I'm going to do the painting myself to save us money. And for any of you guys who have ever painted before, you know, to do it right, it takes a lot of work. You got to sand the walls, you got to clean the walls and the ceilings, you got to fill the nail holes, you got to prime it, and then you got to paint it. It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of time, and we had a lot of rooms that we needed to paint. And so I started, after a few days in, to get up really early in the morning, and instead of doing my self-care, right, my exercise, my Qi Gong and meditation, I said, I'm going to just start painting and get as much done before the kids wake up. And as has happened in the past, it didn't take a long time before I started to kind of go downhill, right? My energy wasn't good. I was craving alcohol. I was craving sugar, you know, all the telltale signs that my body wasn't in balance. And it was really hard for me to figure out a way to get myself back. So I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about that process and then get into this lung metal qi and how to pare down and why it's so important. So I know that to really get back on track when you've gotten off, you need to make a plan, right? If we don't have a plan, we're just like shooting in the dark and we don't really know if we're going to get to where we're going or not. So I made a plan. I wrote the plan down. That's also really, really important. You need to have something to look at when you get into those moments where you just feel overwhelmed and you don't know what to do, right? Higher self, self that has space, knows what to do, but we're in the thick of it. It's hard to remember. So you've got to have that map that you've written for yourself that you can refer to. And I wrote it down. I made a timeline. I'm like, over the next 14 days, these are all the things I'm going to do. These are the habits. These are the rituals. This is how I'm going to get myself back into balance. And I had the best of intentions. And the first day, I didn't follow the plan. And so when that happens, what do, right? Because I think that's happened to all of us. We make a plan, we have the best intentions, and then we end up not doing it. So something's off if that's the case. You were either too ambitious with your plan, you weren't realistic about what your obstacles or your roadblocks would be. You need to go back to the plan and you need to reevaluate. And so I said, okay, I know that I need to be doing something for me every single day that gives me energy, that nourishes me, that brings me into balance. I know that all the stuff that I put here, which was like super clean eating with a fast every 4th day and an hour of exercise and Qi Gong and meditation, it was like a lot, right? It was too much. So I said, let me pick one thing that I can get myself to reasonably do every day. And so I picked Qi Gong. Surprise, surprise, it's my favorite. I think it's the most efficient thing that you can do for yourself in terms of return on investment. I said, okay, I'm gonna start back doing my Qi Gong every single day. Because I know that even if it's just a little thing, if you start doing it consistently, you create momentum. And as you go, then you become capable of doing more and more of the other things. So I started back doing my Qi Gong every day. And I started to feel better. I had been having aches and pains all over from all the work that I was doing on the house. That got so much better, so much more quickly. My sleep got better, my energy got better. I was less frustrated with my family, with my kids. And now I'm on the other side of it and the painting is pretty much done, which is great. But so, I made a plan. I wasn't able to follow it, but by paring it down to one essential thing, I was able to do it. And that was able to nourish me enough to get me through in what much better shape than I would have been otherwise, right? So let's talk about metal, the metal element in Chinese medicine, because when your metal is in balance, when it's strong, there is this sense of refinement that's associated with it, this paring down to what is essential and letting go of what's extraneous, what weighs you down, what no longer serves. When metal is out of balance, it's associated with this, it's a sorrow, really. It's like this difficult, you can't let go of anything. And anything that you have to let go of or that you lose, there's this sadness, there's a sense of loss about it. So you can tell you can avoid a lot of suffering by really having your metal element in balance. And in Chinese medicine, your metal element is also associated with your lung qi, which, as I said, is associated with your wei qi field, that qi field that extends around you beyond your physical body and protects you from all the stuff that's out there. So it's basically their version of the immune system. And, in this time where summer is turning into fall, with the weather change, this is when people start to get the cold, start to get the sniffles. This year, as we travel into flu season with coronavirus already going around, things might get pretty bad pretty fast for a lot of people. And so I think now more than ever, it's really important to have your lung qi and that metal element on point and in balance. So how do we do that, right? Well, Qi Gong, surprise, surprise, is one of my favorite ways to do this. And so today I want to show you a move that is, it's basically called Tiger. There's a form of Qi Gong called 5 Animals, and this is a tiger move for balancing your lung qi, okay? So everybody stand up if you've sat back down. We're going to start in Wu Ji, as always, with your feet together, and then palms either neutral or turned out to face the universe. We're going to shift all the weight into one leg, and then step out, slightly wider than shoulder width distance apart. Feet turned out slightly, knees bent gently, and track over your feet. Okay? And we're going to inhale as we rise up and just gently let our arms float up with the wrists relaxed. Exhale, bring them down. Let's inhale again. And when we get to here, we're gonna bend our fingers, right, at the two knuckles and bring them in like claws, right, like tiger paws, right? Okay, and you're gonna exhale, pushing the hands out, and then inhale as you turn them over and bring them back in towards your body. Now we're going to turn them so palms face down, and exhale as you push your arms down into the back. Then you're going to turn them again and inhale as you bring your arms forward. Exhale as you turn your palms upright. Inhale as you bring them back in towards you. And we're going to go again. So exhale, pushing palms out, still in tiger claw. Inhale as you twist your palms over and bring your arms in towards you. Exhale, turn palms down and push out behind you. And we're going to inhale as we turn our hands again and bring our arms back to the front. Exhale, turn palms upright. Inhale, bring them back in. This move feels so good for opening up the lungs, for opening up the upper back and the area between the shoulder blades. If you're feeling a tightness or a shortness of breath because you can't get a deep enough breath in, this is a great move to be practicing. Let's do it a few more times, okay? So we're gonna exhale, pushing out. Inhale, palms turn over and arms come in. Exhale, palms face the ground and you push our arms down. Good. Inhale, you turn your palms around again. Bring your arms up in front of your body. Exhale, palms turn over. Inhale, arms come back. Exhale, pushing out. Inhale, palms turn over. Arms come in. Exhale, palms face the ground. Push your arms down and back. Inhale, turn palms over again. Bring your arms up to the front. Exhale, turn palms upright. Bring them in again. Good. And now let's just relax and do a couple of arms float up, arms flow down. So I love that move for opening up the lung channels, balancing lung qi and metal qi. I'm gonna show you one more move. If you've been with me all these weeks, you've done this one before. This is also for the metal element and lung qi. And for this one, we're gonna start back in Wu Ji, and we're gonna shift the weight into one leg, step out again, and as we step out, we're inhaling, we're lifting our arms up overhead, turning the palms to face forward as we bring our arms down. Good. Push out as you exhale. Inhale, wrists become relaxed. Exhale, you step the feet together. So we said that metal lung is associated with your Wei Qi field, right? That protective Qi field that acts as your immune system. And so as we sweep our arms up, I like to picture myself just gathering up any pathogens, any stuck stagnant Qi, and then you push it out like that, okay? So we're gonna step out to this side now. So shift your weight into this leg. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, down and out. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, down. Again to this side. Inhale. Palms forward. Exhale, pushing out. Inhale, arms relax. Exhale, come together. One more time to this side. Inhale. Exhale. And push. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now we'll do our come to center move. So you're going to inhale, your arms are going to come up the side. Exhale, down the middle. And as you get to the level of the lower ribs, your palms float out to the side. We do that 3 times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And back into reaching. Doesn't that feel so good? There's nothing like waking up in the morning, getting your energy flowing, really working out the kinks in the muscles that have built up overnight. I love these moves that open up the chest and really work those muscles of the upper back and between the shoulder blades. I carry a lot of tension there. I think most of us in these modern times with a lot of sitting and working on a keyboard carry a lot of tension there. So I hope this has been really helpful for you guys. I hope you can see the importance of paring down to things that are essential, particularly in times of great stress, great strain. When your plate is full, take a look and see if there's anything that doesn't need to be there, and give yourself permission to let that go for a little while. You're going to get much further, much faster, and in much better shape in the long run if you really can lighten the load by letting go of that, which isn't absolutely necessary. But make sure to hang on to at least one ritual, one practice that you can do joyfully every day. Doesn't have to take a lot of time, but that really nourishes you as you go through this process, right? Because we have to put ourselves first. We have to fill our own cup. If we don't, then when we give to the world, we're depleting ourselves as we give, right? You've heard me talk about that before. So we need those nourishing rituals every day to fill us up so that we can give from the excess, so that we don't become drained and resentful as we give. Okay. If you found this helpful, give me a like, share this video. If you have questions, feel free to give me a DM or post a comment. As always, I hope you found at least one thing here helpful. I will see you back next week. I plan to start posting them much more regularly now that this is over. I feel like I can take that on again. Until next time, guys, have a wonderful week. Stay healthy and be well. Bye.